Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day.
Hey, fabulous friends, fabulous listeners, fabulous everybody. Welcome to our Thanksgiving show. I am your host, Marni, and I am so thankful and filled with gratitude for my spectacular sidekick, my dysfunctional duo, Taylor, daughter.
The other half of your
my dysfunctional duo.
Duo. I am so thankful for you too.
I am so excited. If there's any holiday or year or celebration all year I look forward to, it's Thanksgiving, which used to be a trigger, but until I had my own family, and I'll explain why it was a trigger, but we have created our own traditions and we live gratitude yearly. But at least one day everybody can realize their own gratitude and what they're thankful.
I love it because as I've gotten older, gratitude has become more important to me and I've been practicing it a lot more. And so I love it. A lot of people still don't, which is okay. In due time, they will.
Thankful, grateful, and blessed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Of course, always. But I love that Thanksgiving reminds people to be grateful and to take a moment to, appreciate everything that you have. And as I get older, I see how blessed, oh my God, blessed is an understatement. How just truly, truly grateful and fortunate I am for the life that I have. And I have you and Dad to thank for that.
I know it's annoying sometimes, Tay, and I do apologize, but sometimes, like, if you bitch about something, I'll always say, like, oh, I don't have my car for a few days. Well, there are people taking the bus, hypothetically.
And I'm so glad that that's how you talk to me because you've instilled that in me.
Like silver lining.
Yes, and now I take, oh my God, I take everything with a grain of salt. It's called like first world problems, and I don't let it get to me at all because I think of all the people. Like the car analogy is perfect. If something is wrong with your car and I'm like, damn, I caught myself the other day. I had to drive your car and I was just so not used to it. And I'm like, oh, I miss my car. Like, it's just better, like whatever. And I'm like, okay, wait a second,
You're not
Taylor.
taking a bus.
You
You're
sound
not
like
walking.
a spoiled brat right now.
Oh, thank you.
You're not exactly. You have a car, even if, who cares, whatever it is.
Exactly.
So anyway, so I love Thanksgiving for that reason. I love that everyone, just on one day, we can all kind of
come together. It's a universal thing.
It is. It's so universal. There's no religion.
Exactly. We can
tied to it.
When we go pick up our turkey and our stuff, nobody's there going, who'd you vote for? Everybody's happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's
happy Thanksgiving.
We love Thanksgiving, and it's a very most people in their family, like, it's kind of like Christmas is like their big thing, but for us it's Thanksgiving.
I'll tell you why. Let me backtrack a little bit. So I have mentioned, I don't know if you've ever heard, that I had a tragic time at 17, pretty much.
Maybe you've heard it once or twice.
Maybe you didn't hear it the first, 3 million times I've talked about it.
Or 4 million, yeah.
Exactly. So my life was a shit show, but it really became a very tragic shit show in 87 when I was left on the interstate. Nobody wanted me. I had nowhere to live. No family wanted me. It was just really bad. So I ended up at my grandfather's, okay? And my grandmother had just died, so he was just like morbid. He was never exactly life of the party, but he was just not happy having me now invade his space, a 17-year-old teenager, just there. And
okay, I'm sorry, but hearing you say the statement that his 17-year-old child granddaughter was invading his space.
That's exactly correct.
The fact that you were even considered an invasion is
correct. And this is
beyond me.
Wait, and I'm talking very serious. I didn't even say that with sarcasm. Okay, that's how I need more healing. Okay, let's just note that.
Okay, yeah.
So my grandfather in his apartment, it was like, those outdoor kind of apartment thingies. It wasn't like a condo, tall building.
I know what you mean.
So right outside behind when you would walk out of his apartment, there was like the parking lot, then a garbage dumpster. I guess where everyone puts garbage. Yeah. Obviously. But he got mad at me. He got mad at me and took my clothes and put them in the dumpster. Wait. hold on, it gets better. So now it's like the day before Thanksgiving, and what did I do? What did I say? I'm sad about my life, or cried, or was like upset? Well, possibly, because my whole life was ripped from underneath me. My mother, a drug addict, crack addict, driving away, leaving me abandoned, was crazy. So now I call Nancy, fancy schmancy Nancy.
Your aunt?
My aunt, who's my mother's sister. So I call her and I was like, Pop, threw my clothes away. Please help me, whatever. So she lived in North Miami. This was North Miami Beach. So maybe a 15, 20-minute drive up Biscayne Boulevard.
Okay.
She gets there. She gets there and she looks at me and she goes, thank you for ruining my Thanksgiving. She was preparing her table.
Mom,
I have been traumatized.
I am so sorry.
Right? So
what an evil, horrible, cruel thing to say.
She's such a see you next Tuesday.
I'm sorry she had to drive 15 goddamn minutes. Please. Oh my God. So
Tay, my existence was just
a burden.
Yeah. So I didn't stand a chance. I did not stand a chance.
I know. And my heart breaks for you. It's almost like I've heard this story countless times, seriously, countless times, that I really, truly don't even know. But for some reason right now, I'm just like, I'm feeling so sorry for you. Like, the fact that
my
they
inner
could
child.
say that to you is just...
Let me explain. So there are times, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little verklempt. Not really, but a little bit. There are times where I am so wounded, and you go back to situations like that. When I was telling you, I was there, I invaded his space. He didn't want me there. My father wouldn't take me. I was couch hopping. So it was just, and then I got shipped off to New Orleans right after that. So today for Thanksgiving, when I had my children, it became something like a very festive event, because I am to be thankful for, everyone's like, oh, I'm so thankful I have this, but get to the core. You have a house? I didn't. My clothes were in the fucking dumpster on Thanksgiving.
I know. And that is why you have made it such an important thing in our family to always have like the best, happiest Thanksgiving. And more recently, like 6 or so years ago, we started an even bigger tradition that we've kept up with.
We go out of town. Remember when you went to the parade? What year was that?
So wait, oh my gosh, I've been to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
I love how you crashed it.
Yeah, so we were in the city in 2018, and I didn't get tickets for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but you can just walk and get in the crowds, and I managed.
I love it. Diana Ross, right? Wasn't she coming out?
I saw Diana Ross like 10 feet in front of me. So I somehow managed at 18 years old to finagle my way to the front row of a section, and I got to see the floats like so up close. Diana Ross was like right there. Ashley Tisdale was right there. I forget. There were so many like stars that I saw.
Love that you did that
for free. And it was the best thing ever. It was a very cold Thanksgiving morning, so maybe it was a little
less trafficky. People stayed in.
Tiny bit less trafficky that allowed me to get it. It wasn't like a stunning, amazing, perfect day. It was very cold.
Can you imagine like having your apartment and just sitting there having coffee on Thanksgiving morning with your family overlooking the parade?
Oh, one day. Yeah, one day. For sure.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. I will be sitting on a terrace, whether I rent it out for that day or whatever.
Let's like rent it for 2030 now. Hershey, you're not getting involved in this conversation right now.
I know, right? Like rent it out ahead of time because I know when I live in the city, I'm going to be, I was going to say if I were to live in the city, but when I live in the city, I'll be living downtown.
I love how you said when.
Yeah. So the parade won't be passing by my house.
You'll have to come to mine. Yeah. I'll have to live on the parade.
Yeah, you'll have to live on the parade. Exactly. So on Thanksgiving morning, my kids, my husband, and I will go to my parents' house.
Oh, dear God. Can you imagine?
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes, I can imagine because it's going to happen. We've been talking about it for 25 years.
Mom, I can very much imagine, and that is very much why it's going to happen. If I have to wait 20 more years, it's going to happen.
I love that the tradition I have with our family now is that we go away every Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I love it, love it, love it.
So can I talk about our past few trips?
Yeah.
Just where we've been?
Can we talk about more gratitude things? We're grateful for Hershey, who's barking in, saying, talk about me, talk about me.
Okay, we could totally talk about gratitude things for the next 20 minutes.
Yes, Hershey, we're grateful for you.
No, I want to talk about just our trips for a second. It's
Okay.
just, what we've done. I'm so grateful for that. So it started in 2018 when we went to New York City. And the following year,
No. 2014, we did something because we were in New York at that time also.
really?
Yes, because I have a picture of Noah and I in front of Carrie Bradshaw's house.
Oh, I thought that. No, Mom, that was Christmas. I'm
okay,
positive.
that's right. We used to do Christmas, and then it was like, okay, we can't do both. We can't do Christmas and Thanksgiving because it was like back-to-back trips. So that's right. We used to go away every Christmas.
No, I'm telling you, it was because I remember we got Chinese food on Christmas Eve in Manhattan, you, me, and Dad in 2014, and Noah and you were still doing Santa for Noah.
And Noah woke up and we told him the truth, I think, that trip, and he goes, "You mean you've been lying to me this whole fucking time?" Love it. Best
I remember
response.
you got Noah and I our own hotel room, so you can do the whole presents, and that's when you went to FAO Schwartz.
That's right.
You went over the top for Noah.
Oh, dear
So anyway,
gosh.
so we did the city back to Thanksgiving. We did the city in 2018. Then we've talked about that horrible trip from hell.
We're not gonna keep going.
Okay, 2019 was Breckenridge. 2020 we did not do anything.
It was COVID.
It was COVID.
Yep.
2021.
Oh, it was horrible. That was when I had when I took you. I was in Jacksonville. You were in school, and Dad and Noah were in Cooper City.
Is this 2020?
21.
Oh, 21.
And I drove down from Jacksonville. Something happened at the house. Juicy and I were on the street crying. I was on the street having a breakdown with my little baby dog.
I thought that was New Year's Eve that year.
Nope, that was also
Okay.
both time. One time you had to drive to go get me a Xanax because I had run out. It was a really bad time. But what we used to do, I think our traditions were the Christmas, we would go away and I would make Thanksgiving at home very festive.
Yeah.
I would put out like what we're grateful for and the decorations and make the table pretty, and we'd invite anybody just to make it fun. And then I used to feel, and if anybody's listening, I had to invite my mother. I had to. I was told to. Today,
Yeah,
because
no.
I mean, I used to have to pay my son to occupy her so I didn't have to talk to her.
Yep, that's exactly how it went.
And it ruined the dynamic because of her darkness.
Yeah.
And that's who she is, but I don't need to be around it. So if anybody has family members that you're thinking, ugh, but they're always so miserable, then don't be around them. Right?
I think, of course, protect your boundaries. Boundaries are the new thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's protecting their boundaries, and there's a reason why it's become the new thing.
Because they don't make you a bitch. Somebody listened to our podcast today. Boundaries do not make you a bitch.
No, hell no, they don't. So anyway,
the things that, little things also that, I'm grateful for is, reconnecting with people or just looking at birds outside and having the ability to go to sleep and know there's a roof over your head.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, everything. I never finished the trip. You always do this,
Yes, I do.
I tell stories and you don't let me finish.
I'm going to tell you why. It lost me on the Thanksgiving in Colorado, and then talking about my mother. It was like I flipped it in my head, and I didn't let you know. I flipped it. I didn't give you the memo.
Right.
So I'm just switching everything. So I'm sorry. We will recap our vacation list after, but now I was somewhat triggered, but I said I'm not going to let it bother me. Just keep going. So this was kind of an in therapy motion kind of.
Oh gosh, the last
it's a good thing.
Of course, but the last thing I'd want our podcast to do is trigger you. This is supposed to be an escape.
No. But you know what? I didn't react, and I just redirected.
No, you're right. I would have never known if you didn't say anything.
Exactly.
So that's.
Oh. So I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
okay. I just didn't want to leave them hanging. So
that's all, guys.
No, it's not all though. It's literally not. So
okay,
whatever. I liked, for the sake of my organization in my head, I have to finish it. So
let's talk about the past few years. Last year the past 2 years. Where we go?
Yeah. So we did
Highlands, North Carolina. Was it Highlands? No,
that was Christmas. So guys, now I'm getting confused.
Can we just go back to gratitude, please?
Okay,
Come
okay.
on.
I'm sorry. I'm grateful for our trips for Thanksgiving. Sorry, it totally ties in my head.
Why don't you write a blog about all the gratifying get it? Trips that we've taken. I have to throw my wicked, but on a Galinda way, I don't know, but people unfortunately do not take what they should. appreciate the blessings they have and take for granted. Like, ugh, I didn't want that car. Oh, I don't like that outfit. There are children that don't have cars or outfits. And one thing I am so proud of is I think of the babies at Blessings in a Backpack that Taylor and Brianna, yes, Brianna Kaz are, shout out. They started Blessings in a Backpack at Cooper City High School. And that was the club they started. And every Friday, children in inner city schools that don't have any food to begin with, that they can only rely on when they go to school for free breakfast and lunch, Taylor and Bree and their club would feed them for the weekend. So you'd give them breakfast for Saturday, Friday night dinner, and then we would throw it. I couldn't just do breakfast, lunch, dinner. I had to give them midday snacks, remember? And so
that's definitely like the most special thing I've ever done in my life so far, and I want to continue to feed hungry children for the rest of my life, forever and ever.
In our own country, Oprah. Help our own country that's suffering. There are children and you know what? If they're not fed, how can they learn? They need to have a healthy brain in order to learn.
Of course.
So it's just heartbreaking.
It's gut-wrenching, yeah.
So to think like, you know what? We are so blessed, able to bless others in that little way that everyone needs to really go deep and say, I'm fucking thankful. Because life could be taken in an instant.
Yes.
You don't know what can happen. Your health, God forbid.
I've said this before a couple months ago, saying goodbye before you leave in the car, no matter how mad you are at someone, I will always, it's so important to me.
Yep.
It is so important to me to always say goodbye, even if I hate you, I still am hate you, and that's for that hour, of course, and I still will go, and even if you lock your bedroom door because we're fighting, I'll always be like, bye mom, bye. I always just say it because it's just a mental thing for me, because life can be taken,
It's funny, talking about Thanksgiving, we're thankful, grateful, blessed, mashed potato obsessed.
Yes, we had that table runner on our store last year.
We're revamping our store, and Hershey, I know, wants his cookie right now and letting us know, you guys are almost timed up. I'm just so thrilled because we're on our annual trip right now, and it's just super cool, talking about Thanksgiving and all our past trips, but I'm so grateful right now that we're away freezing our butts off.
It is the best, most relaxing, beautiful, gorgeous scenery and home, and tranquility is just exactly what we needed. Besides Hershey's barking in our faces.
Exactly.
It's very tranquil.
What? Exactly. But he will bark. It's so funny. I'm just thinking to myself, we went in another room. He barks outside the door. So we're just like, okay, Hershey, welcome to our pod. You can be here.
And remember the other day we were talking to our neighbor, and she was like, it's just the echoing. It's just, he echoes.
Yes.
He can't help it. He's just such a big,
loud dog.
Powerful, loud dog. And he's totally, we said it the other day that I was alpha bud, that on the outside he seems like this big scary thing, but on the inside he's this mush ball. Hershey will never bite you. He never.
Oh my God, he's such a sweet baby. He's just he looks scary, but he's so not.
I know. He's the sweetest thing. But.
So it's amazing. I want everyone that's listening, to all our listeners, our fans, just all of our listeners, think of 3 things you are so grateful for. You should do that every day, actually. But 3 things you're grateful for.
And I think it's also, I don't know, there's probably literally hundreds of millions of families who do this, but I love going around the table and saying out loud what you're grateful for. I think it's also a form of manifestation. I think it's
Absolutely.
a way for you and your family and friends to kind of come together and connect, and also be like, oh my God, I'm also grateful for this, or oh, what a great perspective. I don't know. I just think it's a very wholesome, easy way to express what you're thankful for and bring everyone together. I think it's and I also said, putting it out into the universe, let the universe know how truly thankful and grateful you are,
and
the specific things, and it will continue to give it back to you in abundance. I so believe that.
I truly wake up every day, I swear to God, and I am just wow.
Yeah.
I woke up healthy. I'm waking up happy. I'm waking up in a home. It's just, there's been so many shit show homeless times, or house hopping times, or couch hopping and begging people to stay with them. that this, to be able to get in our road trip, which you'll see all our videos and we're going to just chronicle them because they're just hysterical. Like
Chronicle them. Wait, you mean like,
I mean,
it'll be like car chronicles from our
exactly.
documentation.
I'm going to share some of them. And I mean, who doesn't love road tripping? And you know why I love it? Because I can hyper focus with no disruption.
I love, okay, first of all, like it was just freezing cold driving up all the way. And so love that. That's like my favorite thing ever. And just the vibes and the scenery. And we listen to music and we talk and we eat and we vibe. So I love them. Like I am a huge fan of road trips. Huge fan.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I wouldn't sit in a car for a long time until I got older and realized, wait, I can just chill, look out the window, think without, somebody knocking on my door or it's just perfect.
No, I love road trips. A lot of people don't, but we are very pro road trips in this family.
When we give Hershey his little let's not freak out pill, he's just
his chill pill. Oh, it makes him just an angel.
Well, he's always an angel in the car because he was as a puppy in the car so much.
Right, because my dad, he is in North Florida for like half the month sometimes, like not consecutively, but because he works up there, and Hershey would go with him a lot. So Hershey grew up going car. 6 hours each way in a car almost every other week. So
I have also learned that if I drink coffee while we're on a road trip, I have to like pee too much.
So you stop drinking coffee.
I stop drinking coffee. I have to like totally de-liquefy myself.
Like, what do you need coffee for? You're not
because I'm just used to like my body being
true. I understand, but
anyway, so
but yeah, I totally just lost my train of thought.
Okay. I think we're just going to wish everyone very happy Thanksgiving, guys.
We are
so grateful for every single person that pushes play. You have
changed our
idea.
lives. Yeah.
I am the most grateful that I'm sitting here with you.
Me too, Mom.
Episodes we've recorded, the bond it's brought.
We're going to get to He's celebrating. We're going to get to 100 within the next month or so, maybe.
Wow, by New Year.
By the New Year, yeah.
How about before New Year's, we will make our goal to do 100.
Promise.
Pinky promise.
You can't see us, guys, but we're pinkying right now. Anyway, go see Wicked.
Yeah. Oh, and on that Wicked note,
don't put yourself around family members or friends that give you anxiety. Just letting you know.
And never, ever, ever, ever let anyone burst your beautiful, wicked, Galinda-fied bubble, and never, ever, 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 ever.
Oh wow, that was a lot of efforts,
Don't
Mom.
ever let anyone dull your sparkle. You're not going to get this Thanksgiving back. You're not going to get this day back. Only be with the people that make you sparkle and shine. So I love you all.
Amen, sister.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, go get that turkey. Bye, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to Fabulously Flawed. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's your time to join Marni and Taylor, the mother-daughter duo that's redefining family time with a twist, putting the fun in dysfunction, one episode at a time. Craving more? Visit us at fabulouslyflawed.com. And don't miss out on the feel-good vibes with our exclusive merch at fabulouslyflawed.net. That's with 2 Ds on Etsy. Keep your sparkles shining and spread that fabulous energy.